That Project Heat, does anybody can hear Project Heat? You kicking in? That's how we do it to evaluate our managers.
Soul of a Hustler.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change the title eventually, but that is what it was. That's what the paperwork says.
Okay.
He got the deal during the Kingdom Come era, and I just got the deal. He didn't know I was going to get the deal, and I just got the deal. And I just got a deal because of my credentials and who I am, and the fact that I had done some stories on him in the past. That the book editor felt that I could write a story about this guy, and again, because he didn't do that book before, he's the type of guy that people want that story. This is before he married B.
Right.
They want to know about Jay, and he hasn't really ventured into that world. So somebody just deemed me qualified enough to tell his story. So you know, that's how I got the deal. It wasn't Jay. I don't have to deal with Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't make any money off it. So thus, you know, it's become difficult in getting it done to the level that I want it to be. Thing was totally different. Dream was him and her and a deal.
And then he pulled out.
She still got paid. Everything is love. But Jay ultimately didn't want to put it out. So it's a whole different animal.
Having somewhat of a personal relationship with...
Well, that developed because I have the book, so it's like a chess match. It's like we both are keeping each other close at times, like because, you know, I'm writing a book about his life. And also outside of that, Jay respects me and respects the work I've done. So it's kind of like, again, like I always say, a chess match because of that. I mean, it's partly why me and Jay-Z close because he's trying to protect himself or wants to, you know, keep this guy who writes his book on his life, you know, close to him or near him. Yeah. And do I want it that way because I still think he's still an impactful artist now and relevant to what's going on, and that his next album is as anticipated as any new rapper's new album?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not friends, but
what's the thesis?
Me, I believe in biographies. I don't believe in autobiographies.
Okay.
I believe in, you know, if I want to know about Miles Davis, I'm going to read a book that someone exhaustively researched and tell Miles Davis' story more than Miles Davis' version of his story. Because it's hard for people to be as painfully honest about their stuff ultimately. Even though I did hear that he's pretty painfully honest in the Black Book, even though I've never seen it. But you understand what I'm saying? I still feel like, you know, I can still talk to Dame Dash. I can still talk to Jazz. I can still talk to those people. If there's a Jay-Z autobiography, you're probably not going to hear from them.
The theme. From what stands?
My stance. My view of it. You know,
which is?
I'm not going to give all that away. But,
I got to ask. When he found out that you got the deal, what was the first thing? And how did that go?
I mean, we have disagreements. It's like men, and then you get past it, you know?
I mean, what did he say?
Felt like I was sneaky, that I did it and, you know, didn't tell him whatever. But we weren't that cool yet. We got cooler since I've gotten it there. We weren't that cool yet. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other through years, but we weren't personally communicating to each other. I don't know, you know, what timetable I'm really going to be able to do the book yet. Because it has to be right, you know? And right now my focus is more on Rap Radar, so I hope my book editor doesn't see this. But, you know, I mean, eventually, you know, I'm going to tell that story, whether it's in this incarnation of this deal I have or down the road. I feel I'm the most qualified to tell the story. I respect Jay-Z, and I think he's ultimately going to be looked at as the greatest rapper of all time. And that's just my viewpoint, and I want to tell that story. I don't think I've ever spoken as much about Jason's book that doesn't exist yet as I've done right now.
Score!
You got a Jason's book exclusive of a book that may not ever be a book.